All right, go ahead, brother.
All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone, and we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they are as follows. The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes, the tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians, the tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, the tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians, the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, the tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians, the tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, the tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians, the Chileans, the tribe of Asher, the so-called Colombians, the Uruguayans, and the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, just get right into it.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Yeah, it is high time to awake out of sleep, all right? That's speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Israelites, all right? It is now high time to wake out of sleep, okay? Because the prophecies are speaking, okay?
Right. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yeah, that's talking about the salvation of who? The elect, all right? The 144,000, all right? Yep, and the 1/3.
Yeah, because you can see around you, man. Like, even if you look at these people in their cars, these people are sleeping. They're oblivious to what's really going on. Like, when the gas prices was rising, oh, you see the price of gas? Oh, well. Then they went and filled up their Lamborghini, put $200 or $300 in the tank. See what I'm saying? The Lord literally have these people blinded to what's going on. All hell about to break loose. Thousands and thousands of cattle are dying, and people are not saying nothing about it. All they talking about is pride and Juneteenth and the Black Expo here in Indy and all this other stuff instead of, hey, what can I do to be saved? When is the Lord coming back? None of that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. It says, make no tarry to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day.
Yep, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, all right? Once you hear this word, all right, once you hear this gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you're not supposed to delay on repenting to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Pretty sad.
And put not off from day to day.
Yeah, put not off from day to day, all right? Don't procrastinate, all right, turning back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
The doors of mercy are still open. All right, the Lord is telling you to repent really while you have the chance. All right, because you're not going to always have that chance to repent. All right, we come to some times like that. We come to some really detrimental times, man.
Precept.
People are sleeping, all right, and they're not paying attention to anything that's going on, man. All right, you have your few whistleblowers here and there. All right, you got your few people that know a few things. All right, but they don't get it. They don't get the gist and the magnitude. All right, that's coming to this place, man. All right, what's coming? All right,
It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and then thy security thou shalt be destroyed, buried, and the dead victim.
Yeah, so for the ones that are comfortable in the society, for a majority of our people, all right, again, like who are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right. For those that want to stay in the darkness of this world, in the confusion of this world, continuing to follow the customs of this society, all right, doing the things that please the flesh, all right, when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai returns, all right, that day is going to take you as a thief, okay, because it's going to take Jake when they least expect it, all right, because they weren't spiritually preparing themselves for for the types of things that are going to come upon the earth.
Right.
Yeah, because it says suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh Shemel shall come. Like I tell you in Matthew that the Lord shall come as a thief in the night.
Right.
You know?
I got something to take from here. This
Yeah.
this 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
You have no need that I write unto you, man, because why, man? All right, but the ones that are serving Yahweh Shemel Shai, they're constantly measuring the times. All right, just like how it says, measure out the time diligently within itself. All right, we're constantly measuring the times. We're looking at the all the things that are going on throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, for example, you know, just like how the elder mentioned, all right, with gas prices going up, all right, that's a product of what? Inflation. All right, the value of the U.S. dollar is going down. All right. Read that again.
Yeah, because even here in Indianapolis, well, according to the news, it say, period, it said the gas gonna go up and the electric bill is gonna go up. See what I'm saying? So if this is all supposed to be according to nature, how things are going up there, how you gonna predict when and what time that there's gonna be an increase in the gas or electricity? See what I'm saying? Let you know these are all man-made things that happen. Even though we know ultimately it's Yahweh Shemel Shai, but on the surface, as what your eyes are able to see, these are all man-made catastrophes going on, man. And people are not woke to the simple fact of what's going on. Go ahead, Ted.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
And that's what the men of Yahweh Shemel Shai are doing. We're watching for the thief. How? By measuring the prophecies, all right? You know, things are starting to turn up, just like how our elder apostle deemed this year, 2022, the year of turning up. All right, the spirits on these people are turning up. All right, you know, inflation is turning up. Things are getting more and more expensive. All right, all right. Not just gas is not the only thing that's going up, but also food is going up too. All right, there's a lot of articles going out about these food facilities that are being destroyed, like whether they catch on fire. All right.
Well, we know it's a man-made fire. Because there's no coincidence that there's been 100 food processing plants that just went up in smoke. This year. You know what I'm saying? This year alone. Not last year, the year before, but this year alone. It's been like an ongoing, like an every week or every other week thing. At least once a month, some plant is burning down, man. And it's not by accident, man.
Quick, real quick. Go ahead, brother.
No, real quick too. And just not only the big process plants are getting burned up, but what's happened too? Those people are also losing jobs, so there's thousands of jobs being lost as well.
This 2 Corinthians 12:11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices.
And Satan, he could come in many forms. All right, he could come in the forms of what? Distractions. All right, Satan could jump on these people. All right, and ultimately, who? Esau, Edom. All right, his agendas. All right, his agendas that he's trying to push. You know, he's steady trying to push with this new monkeypox thing that's going around. You know, he's developing what? A juice for that. All right, just like how he got a majority of our people with the C19 juice. All right, that's jacking our people up.
And they said we are not ignorant of this device, like the elder and the brother was going into. We know that this Esau is actually the one that's doing these things, man. All right, so that's why the men of the Lord, when this shit happens, right, the men of the Lord are on it. Like, I'll be calling it out. I'll be calling the spade, because we know that Esau has every bit to do with it, man. All right, go ahead.
I saw a farmer. He said there's no way that 100 cows hurried up together to die together like that. And the same heat that they was here last year. The same with the goats. Like they said, it was the chicken wing shortage. They didn't say chicken, just chicken wing shortage. It just the language knowledge that Esau try to use. Or if you don't catch them, then you'll be deceived back there.
I got devices. It's dealing with plan, procedure, technique, a scheme to deceive.
Yup, yeah, man. That's Esau Edom's NWO, man. All right, world order, man. All right, he's gonna try to come to our people in at a very subtle, serpentine level. All right, deceiving our people with what? Into trust Esau Edom. All right, but at the end of the day, what is Esau Edom's agenda? All right, to destroy our people, man. All right.
If I may add, when he was talking about those dead cattle, you know, that's another thing that for deception. With the ecosystem didn't take its natural course. No buzzers showed up, nothing showed up to feed off of those dead animals. You just all seen them laying there. All right, loaded up. Yep, loaded up. You know, normally, you know, the foxes, something's gonna come by, you know, and start eating, but that didn't happen. No buzzers, no vultures, nothing. Thousands of cattle.
Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them who provide iniquity, and will do it on their beds. In the morning is light." This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds."
All right, it said, "Woe unto them that devise iniquity." All right, when you go to that word "woe," it means death and destruction. All right, unto those that devise iniquity, the ones that's dividing iniquity, that's devising iniquity, all right, creating what? Sin upon sin. All right, you know, the evils upon our people. All right, is who? The elites. Okay.
They ain't got 3 minutes.
This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand."
Yep. So ultimately, these elites, all right, they're the ones that are ruling this earth right now. All right, just like God says in Job the 9th chapter, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay. You know, the elites of Esau Edom, all right, also in league with the other nations. All right. And he said that the morning was light. You know.
It says, when the morning is light, they practice it.
Yep. When the morning is light, they practice it. All right. They Esau Edom always tries to find ways to destroy our people. All right. Whether it be a form of what is juice. All right. These wicked philosophies. All right. Pushing that the alphabet community philosophy.
It says, because it is in the power of their hand.
Yep, because it is in the power of their hand, all right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, all right?
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yep, so the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's talking about Esau Edom being in rulership, man. All right, and he said that he covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right. All right. Ultimately, what? All right. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right. The true judges. All right. The true judges are who? The saints. All right.
Yeah, because this picture right here is not a picture of a Moabite, which is a Chinese. It's not a picture of a Japanese or African or Hawaiian or East Indian or Arab. No, it's a picture of a so-called white man. See what I'm saying? Known as Esau Edom in the Bible. So the earth is given into his hand. When you rule a society, then what? You want everybody to look at you like you're God. See what I'm saying? That's why this picture's up here. To what? To deceive the masses of the world by making the people think that when you look at a white man, that he's what? Righteous. That's why it's hard for our people, Israelites, to what? Kill Esau. Because why? Esau put himself up as being the Lord. So when you look at the white man, like, oh no, that's the Lord. I'm not going to kill him. But then you look at your brother, that's an Israelite, that are the real children of the Lord, and you'll gun him down if you bump into the side of your icy white Air Force One. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
You get
Yeah.
keep showing that nigga for him. It's First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their image.
Yep, so an example of that was what? Iconoclasm, man. Yep. All right, what this man did, all right, you know, when he got into power, all right, his whole mission was to deceive the whole earth. All right, pretty much telling the whole earth that this man is the righteous man of the scripture. All right, but ultimately, man, this man is an Edomite. All right, this guy's an Edomite, man. All right,
somebody
the
get
so-called white man.
Somebody get 2 Corinthians 11 and 14.
I'm there.
What do you feel? You guys stop.
I got it.
Go ahead, man.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. It says, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
So, Satan himself can transform into an angel of light. And this is part of it. Because what is the real angel of light? That's Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What is the light? It's truth. Angel just being messenger. See what I'm saying? But Satan come in a disguise to what? Deceive our people. That's why our people are asleep. That's why we're telling you to awake. It is high time to wake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than when we believe. This is 2022. And guess what? We're knocking on the door of salvation right now. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Just like that so-called Mexicans saw on their live NASA feed, that big old huge father ship, guess what? The Lord is on his way to take us home, man. Right. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
So back to what you said. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
It said for the vision is yet for an appointed time, all right, going into this prophecy. Give me that top again.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
But at the end it shall speak. Okay, a lot of these things that we're prophesying, all right, through the spirit and power, how about outside, all right, they're going to start to manifest.
Precept.
Because we've been teaching about what inflation is coming, what famines are coming, like the sedition among men.
Well, all right. I got to correct you on that, because it's not going. What you say? It's not. What you say they're about to? What you say they're about to manifest? Actually, they already manifest. You know what I'm saying? Because when you turn on the news, all you see is what? Mourning, lamentation, of woes here in Babylon. So these prophets are coming to pass, just like the elder Hawaii say. They're popping off the page like popcorn, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't see it, that means what? You're asleep. That's why through the spirit we read Romans for the now high time for our people to awake out of sleep. We don't mean when you go to bed and sleep at night to wake up. No, we mean spiritual sleep. You're in a spiritual coma. You know?
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
And ultimately, you know, all these things are on the time of Yahweh Bashem outside. All right, the prophets on the earth, we're constantly measuring the times. All right.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, and Yahweh Bashem outside, all right, he's soon to visit the earth which he has made. Okay, why? Because the scriptures talks about a time of tribulation that that we're going to enter into. All right, Jacob's trouble. All right, and we're constantly measuring the times. All right, looking at the things that are going on throughout the four corners of the earth and lining it up with the scriptures. All right, lining it up with the prophecies.
Well, actually, the Lord is visiting the earth now. On sharing through what? Natural disasters, these, huh?
All right, that's what that's going into. He's talking about the plagues that he's written for in the scriptures, man. Like the elder said, it's famine, pestilences, and things of that nature, man. All right? That's how he's visiting this place, because he said it was going to happen like that. So he's manifesting it, man. All right?
This second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep, and there's earthquakes going on all the time. All right, throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, uproars of the people. People are getting fed up. Why? Because even now, all right, for the inflation that's going on. All right.
Esau is really being made naked, man. The Lord is really putting them on blast right now, man. All right, that's why the people are getting fed up like the brother was going into, because now everybody knows who's the villain, man. Everybody knows who you are now, man. Everybody knows who the wicked is now, man. You can't hide it no more. All right, because there's too much information pointing in your direction, man. All right.
He said Thessalonians, the wicked is being revealed. All right.
So verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yep. And, an example of that is what Esau Edom's kingdom going down. All right. Esau Edom's rulership going down. All right. Esau being the so-called white man. All right. That's ruling the earth and wickedness.
Mark chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted and shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction.
That's mainly towards so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, or the biblical Israelites. Arise ye and depart. You have to spiritually arise from the philosophies and the customs of this current world, and you have to conduct your life according to the scriptures. Trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Keeping the high holy days. Keeping the feast days. Keeping the dietary law. Not eating abominations. Not following the customs of the king.
Micah 2 and 10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction.
Yep. So ultimately, for our people that want to stay comfortable in this wicked society, it's going to destroy you, man. Because everything that goes on in this society goes contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shai. That's not talking about getting a plane ticket and flying to a different country. No, you have to spiritually depart. Because what is it that Yahweh Shai is trying to tell you? Yahweh Shai, he's going to bring destruction on the earth. To the ones that are living ungodly. First and foremost, starting with 2/3 of our.
Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 36. It says, flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory.
Yep. Flee the shadow of this world. Flee the darkness, the wickedness, that goes on in this evil present world. It's not talking about get up. Goes back to that Micah that's been brought up. All right, it's not talking about fleeing to a different country. No, you need to depart from this world spiritually. Our country. No, you need to depart from this world spiritually. All right.
Now, what's the ultimate way we're gonna flee out of here? If you have watching now, try to come with your ship.
Right.
All right. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, I testify my Savior openly.
Yep. We're out here testifying Yahweh Shai. All right, we're out here testifying Yahweh Shai. All right, we're teaching salvation is only for who? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that's the gospel. That's the good news. All right, and that our oppressors are going to be destroyed. All right, when Yahweh Shai returns. All right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Yep. And Yahweh Shai, he's only dealing with the Israelites, all right? He's not dealing with these other nations, all right? That's
So who are the Israelites?
They are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Yeah, this is Psalms 37 and start at. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Oh, I got it. This is Psalms 37 and 27. It says, depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. For Yahweh loveth his judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
So ultimately, Israel is going to obtain salvation, all right? First and foremost, starting with the elect, all right? So,
yeah, the Psalms 37 and 27. It says, depart from evil and do good.
All right, depart from wickedness. All right, do good. All right, do good in the sight of Yahweh Shai.
It says, and dwell forevermore. For Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
Right, the seed of the wicked shall be cut off, man. All right, Esau Edom. All right, Esau Edom is going to be exterminated, man. All right, because he's the #1 enemy to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
And 2/3 of you Jakes too, man, that are in that wicked steed too, man. You're gonna be cut off by the Lord, man. All right? Because you joined unto what? Esau, Edom, and the rest of these nations, man. So you're gonna be put down to death, man. Right along with them.
Hey, read that again.
Yeah.
No, that point you had. Who just read a precept? Yeah, read that again.
This is Psalms 37, start back at 27. It says, depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. For Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints.
See, stop right there. He forsaketh not his saints. Now, who are the saints? Go to Psalms. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people.
Horn represents what? Power. Go ahead.
The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise be the Lord.
See, Israel is the people that's near to him. Those are the saints. So you got these people in the church, they be singing the song, as Taz always said, the body of believers. They always singing the song when the saints go marching in. Well, what are those saints? Those are the Israelites only. Those are the only ones who work. Marching to the kingdom of heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? Not the New Orleans saints, you know what I'm saying? But the saints of Yahweh Shai. The elect on this side of Israel, which you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. We got to keep putting this out there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you people got the Bible misconstrued, thinking it's for everybody, and it's not. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. The Lord didn't die on a tree for everybody. He only died for his people, his saints, the angels, his children, the real men and women and children of Israel, which you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, y'all.
It says they are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. It says the righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever.
Just like how it says, what the meek shall inherit the earth. All right. So the whole earth is meant for the nation of Israel. All right. So the rule in righteousness is for eternity. All right. The Lord has set us up, all right, to live forever, man, and to represent Yahweh outside for eternity.
Yeah, because like I tell you, answer that the world was created for us. So the world was created for us. That means what? It was meant for us to have dominion over the earth. And Yahweh shall come and deliver his saints, which is the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, and Americans, out of his hellhole. What is it?
Psalm chapter 14, verse 7. Oh, that the salvation of Israel were come.
Salvation of who?
Israel.
Of Ishmael.
Israel.
Elon.
Israel.
Moab.
Israel.
Ammon.
Israel.
Japheth.
Israel.
See, Ham.
Israel.
Amalek.
Israel.
Of Edom.
Israel.
Only for Israel. Go ahead, brother.
Were come out of Zion. When the Lord Yahweh shall bring back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad.
Oh, real quick. Hey, Israel's a people before it's a place, too. You know?
When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad.
All right, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad. Okay, all right. And that could also go into what? All right, the nation of Israel as a whole. All right, because the kingdoms were split. All right, but at the end of the day, all right, the nation of Israel is going to rejoice, all right, because we're leaving captivity. All right, and the ones that are only going to receive that on this side is the elected and the third. Okay, because the 2/3 of Israel, all right, they're not going to want to repent of their wicked ways. All right, and you know, a lot of them are still going to join onto Esau, Edom, and they're going to be destroyed with this man. All right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46 and 13, verse 13. I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory.
Yep. So salvation is only for who? For free so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. The ones that really need salvation. Okay, because these other heathen nations, all right, they're living good on the earth. All right, they're committing all types of wickedness. All right. You know, our people, we're not set up to be wicked on the earth. We're set up to be a righteous people, a holy people, all right, a separate people.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 17. It says, "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds," saith the Lord.
Read that from the top again.
This Jeremiah 30 and 17, it says, "For I will restore health unto thee."
So I will restore health unto thee. And how is it? All right, through the word. All right, through Yahweh Shai. All right, starting off with the word, man.
It says, "And I will heal."
There we go. What do y'all about Shemel that Lord keep live people?
This is Jeremiah 30 and 17. It says, "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, who no man seeketh after."
Yep, and you know, these other nations, man, they don't regard the nation of Israel. All right, they're all in league to keep us down, all right, to keep us at a low estate. All right, and, you know, our people being under the curses, all right, they can't, you know, the way our people behave in this society, all right, these other nations, they can't take the nation of Israel serious. You know that?
People don't even take us serious, man. So how you?
And stupidity. And how do they show us? Even if our people are at the scene of a burglary or a fire, they put the dumbest Negro on that thing and make us look even dumber, man. Then now they're making memes and videos and doing voiceover music videos of our people, man. They pick the stupidest looking dude, man.
That's what Esau do to the Israelites, man. Now he don't promote us out here on the highways and byways to his word. All right, he promote us out here fighting or shaking our women shaking our ass half naked. All right, even when they come to abortions, they put our women on the front street of commercials when it's abortion and things of that nature. Everything that's bad, they'll put one of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on the front line of that. All right, to really, like the scripture said, make us a mockery or reproach. All right, so this is what you're gonna get out of these types of people, man. All right, there's nothing good that's coming out of these types of people. That's what they're promoting. All right, it's all Esau, man. They're witchcraft, man.
Reproach, an expression of rebuke or disapproval. The cause.
Just like when we say we're the real Jews. No, you're not. Go back to Africa. Right. See what I'm saying?
Hey, the Lord wasn't Nigerian.
Right, like the one dude said. What?
A cause or occasion of blame, discredit.
Right, what the scripture said, the accuser of our brethren, man. See what I'm saying? Esau blaming everything on what? Jacob. Just like now with these mass shootings, Israel is the face of the mass shootings now, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead. Hey, what?
Back on.
Like a freak. Damn, bro, really? Oh. That's how that Jake was, man. Jake dancing to the man. These people in the world crazy, man. The Lord is telling them to wake up out of sleep, man.
It's like what you said, can't take them serious.
No,
Right. Yeah. Shaking up the hair.
Even the so-called hardest gangster out here, you'll see him with blonde and orange hair tips. You know what I'm saying? With eyeliner on. Talking about he run this hood. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says to express disappointment in or displeasure with a person for conduct that is blameworthy or in need of amendment.
And who the ones that's in need of amendment? Israel, man. See what I'm saying?
So like the scripture say the whole head is sick. It's
Right,
you know, Isaiah the 1st chapter. You know?
Right?
The whole head is sick.
It's Numbers chapter 23, verse 9. So from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. So like, just like we were going into, there's no, from these other nations, there's no recognition of Israel as who we are. All we is, ain't no representation. Nobody care about us. All they see is this dumb niggas, GMO babies, savages, just pretty much a people that's out of order. So it's not going to recognize us among the nations. That's why when they go to these councils, they're not considering us. But the scripture says that they have taken crafty counsel against our hiddenness. We hidden, our true name, our true nationality was hidden from these people. They're not gonna come out and tell you, but it was the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai who put the spirit in the earth. It has been revealed who are the true children of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
And somebody get Acts 4 and 13 right quick to back up and change.
I got it. The book of Acts chapter 4 verse 13.
Start at verse 11.
Book of Acts chapter 4 verse 11. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders,
Come on, who? You have a shot. Go ahead.
which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other.
Well, I say the head of the corner, because the corner is the main stone put down there as part of what? Support and foundation. See what I'm saying? So you build your foundation around this cornerstone, which is who? You have a shot. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other.
So there's no other salvation but Yahweh Shai. Not Jesus, not Allah, not Buddha, Lady Shiva, none of these other names, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jeepers, oh, the keeper nigga ass. Yeah, the keeper nigga ass. Or the keeper right my ass. You know what I'm saying? Or the Dead Sea Scroll. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Not the Book of Yasher or the Book of Enoch. You know what I'm saying? Not the Babylonian Talmud. But what? How about Shema Rashad, man? Go ahead, brother.
Yep. For there is none other name under heaven given among men.
Yeah, that's for you, you Jesusites. You know what I'm saying? That you can't be saved by the name Jesus. That don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whereby we must be saved. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled.
See, that's how they look at us. You know what I'm saying? We done seen them plenty of times out here teaching that, you bums, go get a job. I got more money than you. You don't know what type of job these brothers got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look at us like we unlearned maybe why we not inside no haunted house known as a church, standing behind a pulpit. So y'all look at us like we dummies. Not knowing the word, learn men in the Bible. Through the Spirit of God, how about you know what's up? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Starting off with our apostles. Buddy, how about you now shut it back on? Go ahead with y'all, please.
Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled.
Oh, well, the scripture said that same thing happened right then is happening now to the brothers that's out here teaching the truth. They look at us like we're a bunch of retards, a bunch of dummies. Just because of the clothes that we got on, the way we did, the way we dress, our garments. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that some of you brothers out here, they've been to college. They got so-called degrees. They got good jobs. You know what I'm saying? But these people out here judge us on what? Our outer appearance. See what I'm saying? Just because we ain't go to, like Apostle Hall say, cemetery school, they look like we unlearned, like we ain't got no business teaching the Bible. No, this is where the truth is.
Reset.
What you people fail to realize, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, beginning at verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the
Stand great fear.
great boldness.
They're going to be timid.
Great boldness.
Scared.
Boldness.
Great boldness. Go ahead, brother.
Before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
So who we out here putting our finger in their face? So who? Esau. Like you would get into a fight, you put your finger in somebody's face. You didn't I tell you? That's how we doing Esau. You know what I'm saying? You wicked bastard, you honky, you cracker, putting our finger all in their eyeball. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I'm going to slap the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Which is what? This word, this truth. We exalting you, how about you now, shot? See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Exalt the voice unto them.
And that's what we're doing. We're exalting now. We're not out here whispering. If you don't mind, can you please change the way? No, we're telling you, hey man, get your stuff together before the Lord destroy you, man. You know what I'm saying? We speak so loud that when the people drive by in the car, they stop and listen to see what's going on. Are they fighting? No, we preaching the Bible. See what I'm saying? Because why? We're passionate about this word, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
Shake the hand.
See, shake the hand. Meaning what? We rebuking you, man. See what I'm saying? We're not out here shaking your hand. No, we're shaking the hand to rebuke you. You know what I'm saying? Like they did in wrestling. What they do? Point their finger. You know what I'm saying?
See, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
And we in the gates of the noble. We in downtown Indianapolis. We in the gates of the noble. The opening of the city. Because hell, what we had? Matter of fact, back this way, about 5 miles, hell, the governor will stay over there. You know what I'm saying? The governor, Eric Holcomb, he stayed that way. 5 miles from here. So we in the gates of the north. I wouldn't be surprised if Mayor Joe Hahn said somewhere around. He might be in Columbus, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But we in the gates of the nobles, man. A lot of judges around here, a lot of aldermen, everything, man. See what I'm saying? A lot of these sports athletes out here. See what I'm saying? So we telling them about what? The downfall of their society, and about the wickedness that they're doing, man. And for our people to get right. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American, which are the children of Israel. See what I'm saying?
Precept.
Finish cool. Okay.
It's like you said, we down in the boat. You don't see big ass skyscrapers like that in the rural area.
Right.
They just back to the point. We down here downtown the heart. See the place of conflicts.
Right.
What's gonna be and shit.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
And they are troubled with terrible fear. Why you think they keep cutting the feed? They don't want this word to get out, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
And they are going to be amazed when they see the same ones that you call dumb, broke niggas, or as some Israelites call us the bummerlites. Y'all going to those who the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to be flabbergasted. Oh my God, I can't believe it. He was actually a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, so far beyond all that they look for.
So far, all that they beyond that they look for. They don't look for us to be delivered. They want us back in the cotton field. They want us locked up. They don't look at us like we the men of the Lord. See what I'm saying? That's why they talk crazy. Throw water bottles at you, actually pull guns on you, try to fight you. See what I'm saying? Because why? We don't fit that criteria of being a man of the Lord. Right? We don't have Lexuses and Lamborghinis and Bentleys out here parked with $4,000 suits on, saying, thus saith the Lord. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
That's why when the Lord beam up his elect men, they're going to be looking down at y'all laughing. I told you so. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all going to be down here suffering. Right. Gnashing of teeth, anguish and pain, burning from the nuclear missile, running from Tyrone that just got out of prison, ready to tear your neck off. You know what I'm saying? Ready to rape you, men and women, man. Because that's what's coming. They're going to rape men and women and kids. Even the Gurkha troops, AFRICOM, Northcom. They what? They gonna come over here and bash you American sheep with heads in. They gonna rape your grandma who's in the bed, half dead anyway. They gonna rape her, man, in front of your face and dare you to do something about it. Why they sit there and talk? Go ahead, y'all go ahead.
This is going to read the third verse. For anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Because also, when these heathen nations, even 2/3 of our people, when they see us on the highways and byways preaching the word of the Lord, they don't esteem us to be servants of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, because we're not coming in the five-piece $5,000 suits. We're not coming in the greatest clothing, because as the scriptures say, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
I got it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 23, and it reads, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Right, examples of those are church pastors, are TD Snakes, Purple Dollar. When they speaking, they speaking lies to the church, but when they speaking, just based off their outward appearance, they got the people glued to them, paying attention to them. They think that these false pastors are men of the Lord, but they're not. All right.
And look, what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Right. We are considered those poor men. I know, like the elder was going into earlier, they call us bums, telling us to go get a job. Because look, whenever they see us, all they thinking is, hey, look at those niggas in shower curtains. They don't esteem us to be men of the Lord. And the Lord sees that. He sees and knows what you're thinking about his men, and there's going to come a judgment for them. All right?
That's it.
I got some. Go ahead,
It's 1 Samuel 16:7 says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
All right, so the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, all right, he don't care how much money you got. He don't care what your wardrobe look like. He don't care what your garage look like. All right, if he doesn't want you, or if he hasn't preordained you to teach his word or come to this truth and receive this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, all right, then you're not going to get it. All right, you know, these carnal things have no factor to play in who gets the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, and ultimately who becomes a servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. All right, it's all according to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai's heart. All right. Yeah, I got a little bit more on the wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 4. We fools account his life madness and his end to be without honor. All right, because ultimately, when we're out here preaching the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, it seems foolish unto the people. To them, it seems like we're doing it for without cause or in vain. But the scriptures tell us that it pleased Yahweh Bashim Yahshai with the foolishness of preaching. All right, now even though to the world we look foolish, all right, you know, something is getting done. All right, you know, the Lord has his prophets, you know, prophesying of the things to come down the pipeline, whether it be pestilences, no famines, earthquakes, anything that's leading up into our Lord Yahweh Shai's return. All right, and like the scriptures going into, all right, you know, once those things come to pass, all right, like they had us in the risen before, all right, and verse 5 goes on to say, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High and his lot among the saints? So when these things come to pass and the Lord bestows the blessing of salvation upon the same men that you were mocking and scoffing, you're going to look up and say, how are these the children of God? How are these the Israelites? All right, we've been lied to. All right, and ultimately after that, man, the Lord's going to do away with y'all. All right, because there is a recompense coming for what y'all are doing and what y'all are speaking against the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, because ultimately it's not us you're coming against. You're coming against the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. All right, because it is their message, all right, but they're speaking it through us. All right.
Hey, we preaching the downfall of your kingdom. That's right.
That's right.
This is Amos 5 and 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Yep, it says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Okay, they hate the ones that are bringing righteous correction, right? But we're bringing that that vibration of righteousness, all right? All right, to telling our people, look, you can't keep eating abominations, all right? Keeping these wicked holidays, all right, following the customs of the heathen. All right, it's mainly our people that try to go up against us, and for what? To try to stop the prophecies from coming to pass. All right, they outside as prepared.
Yeah, because what are people finna celebrate? What, another week or two? 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? What are you independent from? You still slaves out here. You know what I'm saying?
You get the day in our captivity.
They just celebrated Juneteenth.
Yeah,
Right. Straight to work the next day.
Yeah. Well, the banks are closed, but you had to go to work.
Right.
See, you just can't have nothing. Every time you try to have something, you saw something take it from you, man. February used to be the month. Now it's everybody month. Remember Black Lives Matter? Now it's everybody matter.
Yep.
Juneteenth, now it's for everybody. You just can't have nothing. That should wake you up and realize we must be under these curses. We gotta be the children of Israel, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Walmart, they took it and monetized.
There you go.
Yep.
And one day it came out with ice cream.
Yep.
Juneteenth ice
Sure
cream.
did.
All right, they monetized it. Don't be
And
nothing
what
like
color was it?
Brown, orange, yellow, something like that.
They had nothing to do with you.
Reset.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Africa ain't got everything to do with us, man.
Right.
This is Proverbs 1 and 22. How long?
This is Proverbs 1 and 22. How long you simple ones when you love simplicity?
Yeah, you know, our people are a simple people. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you people are given over to a spirit of folly, man. All right.
Yeah, because every time you turn on the tube, Jacob's always trying to do some kind of new dance challenge. Now they got this thing called the sturdy. You know what I'm saying? They act like they riding in a wheelchair dancing, man. Come on, man.
dumb as hell.
Right.
Big high stepping ass. I hate that.
Proverbs 1 and 22. How long ye simple ones when you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, fools hate knowledge, man. All right, for majority of our people that try to go up against this truth, all right, they're fools, man. Because this is the vital knowledge, man. All right, this is something that Esau Edom is trying to keep away from you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, because with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, it's going to clean up your spirit. All right, because our people are defiled with what? All right, the philosophies of the other nations, man.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
It said, turn you at my reproof. All right, you're supposed to take heed to the correction that is being brought out. All right, through the men of the Lord. All right.
I will make known my words unto you.
All right, and Yahweh he's making his words known unto the tribes, unto the Israelites, by way of the prophets, man.
Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched you. Back in Proverbs 1 and 24, because I have called, you have refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
All right, and how do our people show how they refuse? All right, well, they scoff, they talk all manner of garbage about us. All right, they ignore us. All right, they don't regard, all right, Yahweh Bashim outside. All right, they just keep doing whatever it is that they want to do to please their flesh. All right.
How is the hand stretched out? Through the men of the Lord, you see right here. That's right. All right, that's how the Lord, he speaks through his men that he set up across the four corners of the earth, man, to bring out this truth. 100% truth. All right?
And that's how he called it. In the word. Right? The Lord ain't physically calling you on your phone. Hey, this is me, I'm the Lord. You gotta get that call. Right. He's not doing that, man.
It's Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Yeah, so spiritually, all right, our people are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are spiritually alienated from your true power. All right, because Yahweh Bashim outside. All right, just like I said before, our people are used over that spirit of folly, all right, and they live that out, all right, and it says sodish, man. When you go to that word sodish, it means stupid, all right. I believe in the book of Isaiah it said the ox knows his owner.
I'm there for you. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
That's heavy. It said, what it said that last part?
It says, but Israel doth not know, my people does not consider.
It said does not consider, man. Sorry, that's heavy, man. An ox and an ass, those are two dumb farm animals, all right? But they know their master, man. All right, but the nation of Israel, or the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, all right, you don't know your true power, or you don't know Yahweh Bashim outside. And it's even crazier now because Yahweh Bashim outside has actually set up men to teach. But what do you want to do? Are you want to stay on a low vibration? Are you our people want to stay on a beast-like vibration, on a wicked vibration? All right, just a spirit of lawlessness, man, and folly, just giving over to stupidness, man.
Ridiculousness. Stupid is, stupid does.
Wait, who's this? somebody call preacher, like, yeah, let them come out with it. Preacher, like, go ahead. I'll go ahead.
There's Isaiah 30:9. It says, "This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord."
Yeah, it said this is a rebellious people. Our people always want to rebel, all right, go against, all right, the Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, all right, lying children, all right, saying that, I'm a righteous individual, this and the third, but you have to show that through your actions. Okay, because the Lord doesn't deal with lip service, all right? You have to show that you love Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai through your actions, man. All right, by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, to the best of your ability. All right, taking heed to the.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
All right, so what do a majority of our people do? All right, they reject the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai. All right, which is why I said at the beginning of that verse, my people are destroyed. All right, because if you're not conducting yourself according to the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, you're pretty much destroyed. All right, because you don't have you don't have that light. All right, you don't have that
knowledge of the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it goes back to that Romans where it said it is high time for our people to wake out of sleep. Because why? When you don't have this truth, you're asleep, you're dead, you're spiritually dead. You're like you said, a zombie. You know what I'm saying? Like the show The Walking Dead. That's you Israelites that don't have this truth, man. Go ahead.
I fumbled it, Doc. I got it right here. This is Proverbs 21:16. This is the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
Which is what? These scriptures, they ain't talking about wandering out of the way on this street right here. You know what I'm saying? No, it says this truth, that's the understanding. Go ahead.
Shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Shall remain in the congregation. Remember in Ezekiel, them dry bones. That's the dead. That's the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that what the bones is in the cemetery? So if you ain't got the truth, what? You're dead. You're spiritually dead, man. You know what I'm saying? We're the only ones that's alive. We got this truth. You know? Go ahead.
We've been watered. You know? Revelation chapter 11 verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was
That's not talking about physical dead bodies. All right, but our people that are spiritually dead, all right, lacking what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. All right, we're talking about.
Revelation chapter 11 verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
All right, that great city going into America.
Just keep your finger there.
I'm there.
Yeah, just keep your finger. We're going to keep referencing back to there.
It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Yep. All right, Egypt going into, because the Israelites, what? We were in captivity in ancient Egypt. All right, and here in America, the Lord is calling America a spiritual Egypt. All right, because why the tribes are in captivity here in America. All right, and also Sodom. All right, because what does this man promote? All right, on a high level, what sodomy, all right, the alphabet community, all right, on an all-time high, pushing those philosophies onto our people. All right, this land promotes those types of wicked customs.
They took on those customs and they pushed those customs too. That's another reason why it's called spiritual Sodom. They practice the same customs that they practice in Egypt. They practice here in America as well, man. Okay, so that's another reason.
When you Egyptologists, Hey, that's what they dealt with was homosexuality. So what a matter of fact, what was Sodom and Gomorrah mainly destroyed for? Homosexuality, man. They tried to have sex with the angels, man. You know what I'm saying?
They say from the kids on up.
Yes.
So, no coincidence that this is Pride Month.
That's right.
Right now. Then also they got there in our homeland, what, Pink City? You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, just that, like you say, spiritually, because it is a physical Sodom, well, it was physical Sodom and Gomorrah, but there's a physical Egypt, but this is spiritually Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Pertains to that bondage.
But it's the new physical Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know, it ain't the original, but it's the new. It's the daughter of just like the daughter of Babylon.
A quick one. Sorry, quick one.
Go ahead, you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 9.
We'll go back to Taz and go back to
The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
All right, that applies to a lot of these heathen that are what, Sodomites, and also our people. All right, our people pick up those customs. All right, and they put that on, man. You know, and they're proud with that. All right, they're proud being a Sodomite, man. But according to the scriptures, if you're a Sodomite, that's an abomination.
Right? Yeah. Because how does that count as witness against them? They don't have to physically come out and say, hey, I'm a Sodomite. No, you'll see it in their apparel. They wear rainbow t-shirts, men and women. You'll see a rainbow flag flying outside their house. Every house I see with a flag, I see a curses on it. Anyone I see with a pride t-shirt, I see curses on it. I don't care if they're a sodomite or a heterosexual, I'll put curses on them. Because that's a demonic, foul spirit, man. For you to want to sit there and desire somebody of the same sex, that's a foul, demonic spirit. That can't happen in the kingdom. That's not going to happen in the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't go allow Esau to be walking through the field, holding hand kissing. God, you can put to death. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it should be here in Babylon, but of course it's not. That's why it's called Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's it.
It's just, like we said, it proves that that's a very heavy offense against Yahweh Shema Shah. He literally came down and destroyed 5 cities for those very sexual immoralities, those immoral acts. So that's a heavy offense against Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, so how much more are you gonna do it here? Whereas you openly can do it. You know, you protected by unrighteous decrees to be able to beat those type of people, and all other manners of wickedness. So just the same thing that happened to those places, which again, as the other said, spiritually and physically, new Sodom and Egypt, the same destruction that they received, it's gonna happen over here.
So there ain't no, it's just love is love and everything's good. Nah, man. Like I said, the Lord is done with that stuff, man. He's about to come and destroy all you people that take part in it, man.
And you know, if I may add, you know, how y'all going to, you know, this is a really big offense unto Yahweh Shema Shah, because the law tells us that there shall not be a Sodomite of the sons of Israel. And here it is, y'all take, yep, here it is, y'all take a sign that the Lord put in the sky because he promised not to flood the earth again, and y'all use that for your own agenda. Y'all the only thing y'all doing with that is furthering your own destruction. All right, and that shows the complete lack of fear and reverence for Yahweh Shema Shah, and y'all got what's coming to y'all. All right. Right.
Back you up. I had a crayon about 64 colors.
Right.
Why you feel like you said? Why you couldn't make your own? You know.
Could use alopecia white.
Right.
You know, like Bob the Painter be Ekron Braid. You know. Go ahead, bro.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before the fall.
Yep. You know, the majority of our people, are proud. They don't want to listen to any type of correction. All right, especially if it's righteous correction from Yahweh Shema Shah. All right.
But they'll listen to correction from the white man, from Esau. Police pull you over. Hey, if I catch you speeding one more time, I'm gonna lock you up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Wiping their forehead. I'm sorry, sir. Please, please. I'll bake you a cake. I'll do anything. You got women out here that actually will screw a cop just to get out of a ticket.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? But let us tell you, hey, don't smoke cigarettes. F you, nigga. Pulling their guns out. They ready to kill you. And we coming straight out the Bible. That proves these people hate the Lord, man. Women and slaves, they hate the Lord, man. It's like a big old burger potato.
If I could, real quick, just when we were talking about like that pride, and again, we say what month that we're in. You know, it's like you flaunting that. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that to yourself, but no, you have to flaunt it and boast and put it before everybody in the world, and make everyone else that are offended by it. We have to be mute and quiet. You know, so then it's like it's an offense for saying something, but yet you can speak and frolic all around the earth and amongst like young children and everyone, and we have to be quiet about it. So, and then you flaunt it to the Lord, in front of the Lord, like that's why he's telling you that pride is going to bring forth destruction to you.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. It says, and I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. Like the elder was saying, when you tell people what the scriptures say, all right, they hate you, man. I don't want to hear that. What? My granddaddy ate pork his whole life. You got to die from something. All right, they can try to combat it. All right, they don't like it because you're telling me what how about you say. All right, even in your own household, man. All right, you tell sometimes your children or even your wife, all right, the truth about what the scripture say about doing certain things. All right, they hate you for it, man.
Hey, what the niggas say on IUIC, what they said, what she said, don't talk about my Jesus like that. You know what I'm saying? That angry mob, man.
We're talking about, we're mourning and all this, but you about to put, you acting like something's going to happen to your fellow brother, right? You ready to put them to death, though.
She said we don't want to hear nothing about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
Don't preach that. Preach my Bible that way.
Yeah.
They went ahead and cried to the white man.
Right, and the ones who they, going to, about to come down with complete hell upon them.
Right.
This is
what y'all say about they lose their damn mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got something you want me?
Yeah. It's Isaiah 5:20. Warn to them that call evil good. Isaiah 5:20. Warn to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
All right, again, that word woe came out. All right, woe going into death and destruction. All right.
Warn to them that call evil good and good evil.
Like that call evil good and good evil. Ultimately, what this man Esau Edom, all right, which is a rulership, all right, what he's doing, all right, he's setting wickedness. All right, he's saying that the things that go contrary to Yahweh Shemel Shai, all right, is good for our people. All right.
Warn to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Yeah, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, man. All right, all this confusion that's going on, all right, this heavy vibration of sodomy, all right, people openly worshiping Satan, all right, spiritual demons, Satan, all right, you see people walking around with pentagrams and stuff, all right. Man, in this society, that is esteemed to be something good, all right, but it's actually evil in the sight of Yahweh Shemel Shai, all right, and our people are also in that same spirit. Are you try to tell our people what to put that blunt down? Like, nah, this is healthy for you. Like, this came out the herb, but you're smoking it. Are you misusing something that the Lord created?
God put it here for you and me.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Mm-hmm. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. All right, all the wickedness. All right, again, all the wickedness that goes on, all right, in this society, all right, is put for something sweet. All right, so our people, all right, and these heathen really do not know Yahweh Shemel Shai, because our power is a righteous power. All right, detests wickedness, man. All right, he is not with wickedness, man. All right.
This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. It says, "Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein."
So we have examples in the scriptures. We have righteous forefathers, all right, that we're supposed to learn from, all right, and we're supposed to seek the knowledge of wisdom and understanding from these scriptures, all right, and conduct ourselves, all right, in a righteous manner, all right, not in a wicked manner.
Verse, right, because that's why we have apostles and elders now, man. We carry out on put the word out, and then now we younger brothers have been built up by it. You know?
Precept.
In verse 17, real quick.
Huh? We're not Muslims.
Israelites. Hebrew Israelites.
They got what call it? Yeah, they got Israelites in prison too. Yeah, I know.
My cousin's Israelite.
Yeah. So tell your son to get with the Israelites, not with the Muslims.
That's right.
The Muslim is the false religion. For real.
Y'all believe in Jesus?
No. We believe in Yahweh Shah, not Jesus. Jesus is a demonic God. Yeah. For real.
Love y'all.
All right, love you too, sis. See, we're not supposed to, that's a form of white supremacy. That's why we don't believe in that.
You got the other side?
Okay,
You got the Yahweh
Where you Yahweh Shah?
You get the Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
They can go around.
Yeah, y'all can take pictures of those. See, the dark skin one is what Revelation 1 and 13 is talking about. That's how the Lord looks in Revelation 1 and 13, the dark skinned man, not the white man. That's a form of leprosy. That's a curse in the Bible, to have white skin and blonde hair. And it tell you that in Leviticus, yeah. That's a form of white supremacy. That's why we don't believe in Jesus.
His real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Yep. Yahweh Shai.
Okay. Huh? And support you?
He said answer for me. Oh, no. We don't have no phone number.
Okay, we will. We will. We will, sis.
for y'all to be out here like this is something real.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Hey, that's
Right.
right.
That's right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's right.
So come around like this together.
That was Christian
Right.
Bell. That's right.
Hey, you don't see us up here fighting and arguing, reading the Bible.
Yep.
Trying to get everybody else to read the Bible too. Get our people to turn back to the Lord before it's too late.
Y'all read.
King James, that's a so-called black man.
Yep.
Yeah. See all them lies that were told he was a homosexual? That was by somebody that used to be in his court named Sir Anthony Weldon. See? King James was a black man. He was a righteous black man. Yeah, that's why the Lord had him translate the Bible. See what I'm saying? You're not gonna have nobody wicked translate the Bible. You know? Like park over here. So you want to hold up traffic. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Hey.
Waking out of that sleep. This is Jeremiah 6 and 17. It says, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken.
Yep, yeah, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, all right? Hearken to the words, all right? The warning that Yahweh Shai is sending out, all right? If our people don't turn back and repent.
And that's out of the mercies of Yahweh Shai. They put setup man on the street corners for like ladies like that stop by because they looking for the truth, man. For answers. That's right. All right, so hey, that's out of the tender mercies of the Lord, man. The why Yahweh Shai for that. All right.
Precept.
So, Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people.
and walk ye in all the ways I have commanded you, that it may be well of you.
Because ultimately, what we're a chosen people, all right, set up to what? To follow the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right.
But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imaginations of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward.
Yep. So majority of our people, what they reject the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. They reject the righteousness of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and they live their life according to their own heart, according to their own mind. All right. You know, it says in Jeremiah the 17th chapter, it says that the heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. All right.
That's why, like the brother going into that, why in Matthew, they wanted the Lord to be crucified. Because why? The Lord was holding them accountable of their wicked actions and wicked deeds, and they didn't like that. They felt pricked in their hearts that they knew they were doing wrong. That's why they said, no, kill him. We want this wicked nigga over here, Barabbas. You know what I'm saying? Let his blood be upon us and our children, man.
Verse 25. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I had even...
What's today's date?
June 24th, 2022.
To you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them.
Yeah, so hey, the Lord was sending out prophets, all right, to our people, all right, and diligently too, all right, to what, to reveal the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai to our people.
Precept. Yet they hearken not unto.
Hey, read that again, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them.
See, rising up early. Early what? Before all hell break loose. Right. Before the destruction came. There's always a warning sign before anything happens. A tornado, you got tornado sign. What is it? Oh, what in Hawaii here? The siren for the nuclear. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's always a warning, just like us. We're the warning sign. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said lift up our voice like a trumpet. We sending that sound out there. What?
Hold up.
What? If he told her to keep going? What? See, that's the thing though. She believes. Yep. But why they don't? That's why man, that's the thing. See what I'm saying? That man. Read there, boy. Okay.
25 was next one.
25.
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day.
Hey, Lord willing, we were some of those men that came forth out of Egypt. All right, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
Yep.
Daily rising up early and sending them.
Because you see now the prophets, the Old Testament, number of prophets, even the New Testament, number of prophets. Yahweh Shai himself was a prophet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. Go ahead.
They say, yet they hearken not unto me.
Yet they hearken not. Our people don't listen, man. Just like that was an opportunity. We didn't know she was married, but that was the spirit. She went and got the fingers on her husband, but he told her to keep going. Like the scripture say, time and chance happen to us all. He just passed up his chance, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Nor incline their ear.
Nor incline their ear. They just walk by us and don't even pay no attention. They'll look at the sign and they'll either roll their eyes or roll their neck or mug it. They'll have a frown against us. They don't even ask, what y'all doing? None of that. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, but harden their neck.
But harden their neck. See what I'm saying? There you go. Hard-headed niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's what our people become, man. That's why don't nobody take us seriously. And our people wonder why these heathens don't have no respect. Man, I done seen it numerous of times. Our people, the so-called Negroes, go to a job interview. These niggas got on jogging pants down to their ankle, with a dirty t-shirt. This old dirty black woman coming there with a hair burning on, house shoes and some dirty clothes, some leggings on, with a body shirt, expecting to get a job, and wonder why they can't get no job. Coming there smell like straight weed. And wonder why they can't get no job. See what I'm saying? Because they don't have no respect for themselves. Ain't nobody gonna respect you if you don't respect yourself. Ain't nobody gonna take you seriously, man. Hey man, quit smoking a cigarette. How you gonna tell me to stop and you got a blunt hanging out your mouth? See, people don't take, man, our people have lost all respect for themselves, man. But that's why the Lord sent the men of the Lord out here to tell you what? Change your ways, come back. Like it said in Romans, to awake, it's high time to awake out of sleep, man. Quit being so damn stupid. Quit being retarded. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. What we got? Go ahead.
Look, Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. It says, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
That's what we do. We lift up our voice like a trumpet. That's right. Show our people their transgression. Right. Look, you wicked, you going out, whether it's male, female, or little children, you tell them, according to the Bible, you'll be destroyed for this, so stop doing it. Right. We get into arguments, they cuss us out, whatever. We standing up for you, how about you now with shots? Right. Whether you like it or not, we doing our job. We go home and sleep good at night. Right. Especially tonight, we done the work. We gonna go home, drink some yayan and eat whatever meal you got prepared and chill out. Either watch videos or find you a good movie or what. We got the blood off our hands. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Go ahead, brothers. Hold on. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore,
that lets you know the Lord didn't die for everybody. He only sent us watchmen out to watch out for Israel. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
See, hear the word at my mouth. We speaking the Lord's word. Right. To give them warning from who? And how about you know shot? Because that's who got the last say so. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate judge right there. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
See, when he said to the wicked, the Lord said that you're going to die. Right. He said it to the wicked, you're going to die. Hey, somebody run over there and get us some water from the subway.
I have muscle cramp.
That's what's wrong with it. He ain't got no water. That's a new one? Go ahead.
It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest.
No, go get him some water.
Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
See, when you say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, go ahead.
And thou givest him not warning.
See, if we don't come out here and do our job, what's going to happen?
Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life.
And that's only talking to who? Israel. That wicked. It ain't talking about to the heathen, because the Lord don't care if you repent or turn around. It's not for you. It's only for Israel to repent and turn around. This is the wicked that he's speaking of. You Israelites. Go ahead.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
See, so we don't bring the truth out and tell you about your wickedness. That blood is on our hand. We ain't did our job. That's why we got to do our job, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
See, but we delivered our soul. So guess what? We're going to go home and chill. We're going to sleep good tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? We got the blood off our hand. We telling our people to repent and turn back to the Lord. So the blood is off our hand. We doing our job. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
I got something. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yep. Right. So what's a big example of that? Our apostles and elders of GMS, all right, and their apostles and elders. all right? And you know, we're also under the curse. All right, we're going through all these types of afflictions. All right, but what's the importance? All right, we have this wisdom, knowledge. We have the truth. All right, and that's mercy from God.
He said, I see our teachers. That's why you got the YouTube channels and you seen us out on the highways and byways. I will let you know exactly. That's what that scripture means. All right, you're going to see the men of the Lord out here teaching the true doctrine of God. All right?
Real quick, and you see the importance of us being on the highways and hedges. Because even if one soul comes to repentance, hey, the angels rejoice, roughly paraphrasing, all right? So I know we get a lot of people that walk past and don't say nothing, but you got a lot of people that, hey, check the sign out and they might inquire later. You know, it's all up to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yep, so he's been playing it.
Yep. It's all about Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because he said, this sheep from here, Lord. All right, it's our job to come out here and teach.
Look at that!
We gotta make sure, when we out here teach, we gotta make sure we're teaching the right doctrine too, man. All right? We don't want our people to be going off something we said, man. We have to have the scriptures being broke down correctly, all right?
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. So also know Yahweh Bashim Shai has set up our elders and apostles and the elders and apostles before them, all right, to teach us and to guide us back to Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, that's why it says, and now I shall hear a word behind thee saying, and that's going into the prophets of the Lord, all right, teaching, you know, saying Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, come back to your power, come back to the truth, come back to Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right. Says this is the way, walk ye in it. This is the way. And what's the way? The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai, walk ye in it, meaning follow the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Cast off the ways of this world, cast off wickedness, come follow Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right. Says when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left, you know, the apostles and elders guiding us, all right, in the right path through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right.
It's Jeremiah 3:12. It says, go and proclaim these words toward the north and say, return thou backsliding Israel, said the Lord, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you.
Yep. And you know, that's what we're doing, all right? We're telling our people, all right, the warnings of, you know, further things to come, all right? You know, we're mainly portraying that message of what? Repentance, all right? That our people need to turn back to the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Who got their Romans again?
I'm still there.
Read that right quick.
This is Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep.
Yep. It is now high time to wake out of sleep, all right?
I had to bring out this. You said the Lord portraying the message, y'all. That's part of the message that you're portraying. Wake up out your stupid state of mind and come back to me before I destroy you. That's right.
Yeah, because that's a good point. Because you know, our people are still, our people are heavy under those curses. All right, you know, they're still calling themselves those bywords and reproaches by our oppressor. All right, you know, our people are called black. All right, Hispanic. All right, you know, that's not your true identity. All right, your true identity is that you're an Israelite. All right, and
It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Yep, and hey, the salvation of the elected in 1/3 is nigh. All right, and we know that by how? All right, these prophets are starting to turn up. All right, we are entering into a time of a power shift. All right, to where the kingdom of Esau Edom, being the so-called white man, is on a rapid decline. All right, and the nation of Israel, who are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are going to be in rulership for eternity. But it's first and foremost going to start off with righteous men, righteous so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American men. All right, who are the true biblical Israelites. All right.
The Lord is telling you to wake out of your sleep because I'm on the way. I'm on the way now. You can't continue all right, to not do what I asked you to do, or I'm going to destroy you. All right?
I got real quick back him up when he made a point on there's a power shift. Okay? This book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
All right, and when this man Esau Edom got into power, that's what he was doing throughout the kingdoms of the earth. All right, he was pretty much raping and murder our people and pillaging our people. All right,
Not the world, it's still there.
Right.
It will never stop.
all right, and Yahweh Shem Shai is looking down on this man. Like, look, I'm not about to let a wicked individual rule like this. All right, he's destroying the earth like this. All right, so he's gonna set up Jacob to be in rulership. All right, to run a righteous society.
Right. You're better than that. I got right. Yeah, I know. You do what you
They got their space jam.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Just a real quick, back up the brother out. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
All right, so this age, all right, of Esau Edom's rulership is on a rapid decline. All right, and Jacob is going to be in rulership for eternity. All right, that's the prophecy, man. All right, and our people that still want to be asleep, all right, in that slumber state of mind, all right, they're not gonna find that sound in their spirit. All right, they're not gonna, because majority of our people, what they still trust in that oppression. All right, they still trust in Esau Edom, all right, for the want of all things, you know.
So if the Lord came and died for everybody, how come everybody can't rule together in harmony? Why would it be a translation of power if the Lord came and died for everybody? See what I'm saying? They'll let you know it's all about Yahweh Shem Shai and his children, Israel. His sons and daughters. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The body of believers are in the shackles.
Yeah.
This is from Jeremiah 28, verses 8. This is the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, of evil, and pestilence.
All right, just, you know, an example of what Moses was a prophet, all right, and he prophesied the downfall of ancient Egypt. All right, in ancient Egypt, that was a wicked society. All right, and it had our people in bondage, in hardcore bondage, man. All right, just like here in America, which is what known as spiritual Egypt, right? Yahweh Shem Shai has set up men, all right, to bring the downfall of this wicked kingdom, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, through the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, the words of the Heavenly Father, all right, bringing out that righteous vibration, all right, because literally everything, well, not literally, but everything in this society is just off of wickedness, all right.
Yeah, it's like before all these other kingdoms and countries went down, the Lord said, "This man have to prophesy, just like He's doing right now with us, man. Right here, prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, man. All right, and we see it going down the Torah journey. All right, it's going down more and more every day, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. It says, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways.
Yeah, because the majority of our people, they envy the prosperity of the wicked, all right? They envy the riches of Esau Edom, all right? Our people notice that they're in a low estate, all right? That they're cursed, all right? And so when they look to the oppressor, all right, in his rulership, all right, they want to follow his ways, all right, which are wicked, all right, in order to because they want that type of comfortability, all right, and not going through a cursing, all right. But our people are not supposed to do that, all right. We're supposed to rule, all right, off the righteousness of Yahweh Shai and not rule off of wickedness. All right, which is why you see a lot of our people, what they like to dye their hair blonde. All right, they like to go to a lot of these colleges. All right, go to a lot of these schools trying to seek the wisdom of Esau Edom, which the Bible says the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
It says, what more verses? Verse 32 says, "For the forward is an abomination unto the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous." Yeah, and the forward just going into habitually being disobedient, constantly disobedient. And of course, you know, with Esau Edom, you know, so-called white man, he doesn't have a father, you know, so he's just going out and not unruly all over the earth.
You have a father, his father's Satan.
His father's Satan, Khan, and which is pushing them through to do all manner of wickedness. And then our people again are tying to them. You know, 2/3 of our people are choosing his ways, but his ways are habitually disobedient to the ways of the Heavenly Father, which is why he's saying he's going to bring forth destruction. And again, the secrets and the understanding, knowledge, and wisdom of all of this is given again to the men of the Lord. First and foremost, our head apostles and elders of the great millstone, bishops and elders, and those that teach the likewise doctrine.
Yeah, because that's where he get all his info from. On the left-hand side is his father Satan. See what I'm saying? Because that's what this world is all about, is Satanism. It's not about the world, man. Anytime you can parade a Baphomet satanic statue all over the country for people to come and worship and bow down to it, that's a wicked society. Anytime you can promote sodomy, when the Lord says, don't commit sodomy, that sodomy is an abomination, you should be put to death. But this white man say, no, it's okay. We'll give you your own month. You got the whole year anyway. See? And that's how people do each other, man. But anyway, you give them their own month, which they got the whole year anyway. Because that's all you see on TV is sodomy. See what I'm saying? But then you give them their own month to let you know what? It's all about satanic, demonic activity, man. That's like they got to show Lucifer. They made him to be a hero. And that's Satan's son. On the show, you know what I'm saying? But they made him to be a hero. Go ahead.
Psalms 109, verse 6. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand.
And that's what they're doing. They got Satan at their right hand instead of the right hand of Yahweh Shai, man. Because Yahweh Shai is sitting at the right hand of his father. See what I'm saying? Well, Satan is sitting at the right hand of them. Well, Esau is sitting at the right hand of his father, which is Satan, man. Because it's a known fact that these Hollywood directors have an empty chair right there for Satan to come and sit in so they can get information from him. That's a known fact in the entertainment industry, man. You'll see a director's chair and an assistant chair. You'll see another chair with nobody's name on it, and don't nobody ever sit in that chair. Why? Because that's for Satan to come and sit in and whisper things to the director. Make it like this. And these two little kids, or two little boys sitting there kissing each other. The movie gonna be smashed. You're gonna be a millionaire. And in doing it, guess what? He become a millionaire. This movie is a box office smash hit, man. Why? Off of wickedness. But when we talk about something with the Bible, no, low ratings. Only what? 2 people come to show up. That mixture they have with them black women, did nobody show up?
Damn, man.
Yeah, that single mixture did nobody show up with black women. Go ahead. Yeah, man. Yep. You got some bars on?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 33, and it reads, "Why trimmest thou way, thy seek love?"
Hey, read that. Well, what? Trimmest thou what? Now, why?
Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Yeah, it says, why trimmest thou way to seek love?
And what that is abandoning the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, to follow the ways of Esau, Edom. In Jeremiah 17:5, it says, you know, cursed be the man that make man the flesh of his arm. Okay, all right. And it says, therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways. You've taken their wickedness and amplified it. That now they learn it from you. Okay. So that's the thing, is asking you, why are you doing that when you have a better way, okay, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, and that way is going to lead you into everlasting life, okay? By following his ways, you get led to death. Just that simple. That's it. All right, we hope that lesson was edifying for the body. Once again, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Abba.
Abba Abba.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom to you sincere Akim and Akwath on the comment board.
Shalom. Shalom.
Can't let you jump to the left.